Hey everybody, so I just thought that I would do a video on, I get questions about extensions all the time, about extensions tangling and all that good stuff. I just thought I would do a video on how to get your extensions to last the longest, like, as long, try to get, because you spend money, you invest money on extensions, you want to make sure that they last for a long time. You don't want to waste your money, obviously, so try to get the most out of your extensions that you possibly can. And these are some tricks that I've found that have really helped me, so hopefully they help you too. So the first thing you're going to want to do is invest in a good set of hair extensions. And what I mean by that is you can get human hair extensions, but it's not going to be cuticle intact and it's not going to be Remy hair. And Remy hair should be hair that has all the cuticles intact running in the same direction, because cuticles are kind of shaped like this. So if cuticles are running in different directions, or if the cuticles are stripped directly off of the shaft and just put kind of like a layer of silicone on top of it, they're gonna eventually start tangling. When cuticles are all laying like this way, they all rub against each other really nicely. They slide. But when you take the cuticle off and once that silicone layer gets taken off of the hair, everything gets kind of rubbing against each other and tangling, and that's when you get a lot of tangling with extensions. So I have found, I've had non-Remy hair extensions and Remy hair extensions that would never go back. I was paying the same price for extensions, Remy hair extensions and non-Remy hair extensions. So I was like, might as well get Remy hair extensions, because I've noticed that I didn't have to do as much maintenance to them. I felt with the other hair extensions, with the non-Remy hair extensions, I always had to straighten them or they always tangled, and it just was really, really frustrating. So definitely only Remy hair for me from now on. So what I use is, I like to use Lush Locks hair extensions, and I'll link it below, the hair extensions that I use. And I have a whole bunch of videos on how, I customize them for my head, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. This is just going to kind of be about taking care of your extensions and all that good stuff. A lot of people have been like, well, I have synthetic hair and I like it. Well, that's good if you like it, but if you're somebody who likes to wear hair every day, their hair extensions every day, I think that it's just kind of, a waste of money if you like to curl your hair, like to do all kinds of different stuff. It's just easier if you have Remy human hair. So that's my opinion. Obviously, this is all my opinion. This is my channel with everything that I think, my views and everything like that. So I'm sorry if you don't agree with anything I'm saying. The second thing I would strongly suggest, and I've talked about this before, but is getting some Moroccan oil. Moroccan oil has saved my extensions. They've been making them last so much longer. It comes in a bottle like this, and now it comes in with a little pump, which I am so excited about, because it's so much easier now. I'm almost done. Actually, I asked my hairdresser, and she's going to give me she's going to sell me a bottle that's double the size of this, because I go through it so quickly, because I use it all the time for my extensions, especially if my extensions don't really tangle that much, but if they start getting a little bit drier and it's time for conditioning, I'll put some Moroccan oil in it just to hold me over until I condition it. And but Moroccan oil makes the hair soft. And the thing about Moroccan oil is, and I've tried Argan Oil too, and people have been telling me, oh, Argan Oil and Moroccan Oil are the same thing, they come from the same plant. The only thing about that is, Argan Oil is a lot more oily. They're both oil, but Moroccan Oil makes your hair wet, whereas you can use a ton of this stuff and it doesn't give your hair a greasy feel. It just gives it really soft, sleek feel, whereas the Argan Oil, you have to be really careful with the Argan Oil, because it will make your hair really greasy looking if you're not careful with it. So that's why I prefer the Moroccan Oil, and the Moroccan Oil smells so good that I love it. So definitely get the Moroccan Oil, because I use this to, every time after I condition my extensions, I put Moroccan Oil in it. I use it almost every day. My next thing is to get a conditioner, get a deep conditioner, a really good deep conditioner. And I've looked a lot of places for a deep conditioner. that works for me. I've tried a lot of deep conditioners. I've tried Joico, I've tried Redken. I tried a ton of stuff that I didn't really like, unfortunately. Like, I find that it was like too heavy for my hair, and it made my hair kind of sticky. I don't know. So when I found this conditioner, I was really excited because for some reason it seems like I take care of my extension hair better than my own natural hair. I don't know why that is, just because, I don't know. I just do. Now I'm learning all the products to use and everything like that. So, sorry, I keep looking over here. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not running out of time. Okay, so what I like to use as my deep conditioner is this L'Oreal Professional Absolute Repair. It's L'Oreal, it's the Expert series, and it's a deep conditioner repairing mask for very damaged hair. I love using this every time I wash my hair extensions. And this is what it looks like. It's really, really thick, which I love about it. It moisturizes it so nicely. And I don't wash my hair every other day or whatever. I probably condition it every 3 weeks or so, and I don't use shampoo. That's another thing that's going to make your hair extensions last longer. Just don't get as dirty as your natural hair does, because your natural hair your scalp gives it oils and stuff like that, which keeps your hair healthy, but extension hair doesn't get that. So it doesn't really, unless you have product in it, which I'll get to later. I really don't recommend washing your hair. Maybe once every month to wash it, or once every, not even month. I would say even less than that. Like, I don't ever wash my hair. I just condition it. And conditioner has like a cleaning agent in it too, so it will clean your hair as well, but it'll just give it a nice soft feel. Because if you're washing it, you're stripping your hair, and stripping your hair is not, your extensions it's harder on your extensions. Why would you want to be harder on your extensions? So I would just suggest to condition your hair, and this is my by far favorite. It is kind of expensive. I think it's like $26 or something like that, but I just love it. I basically just use it for my extensions anyways. Another thing with the Moroccan oil is there are a lot of other things that say it can smooth out your hair and stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that. Like, I don't like using shine spray on my extensions. I don't like using anything on my extensions. I really don't, because I find that anything that I put on my extensions makes it sticky, makes it stick, and it's not as soft as I like it to be. So even like serums, I wouldn't suggest serums or anything like that. Like, I really am strongly, the only product I use on my extensions is Moroccan Oil. Which brings me to products. I would not suggest using products on your hair extensions, like hairspray and mousse and gel. Like, I really strongly suggest not using that. Maybe if you're going out a special night or whatever, and you really want to make sure your curls stay and all that good stuff, then I would suggest, you can use some hairspray or whatever. But then again, if you use that, then you're gonna have to wash your hair more often, and it's just gonna dry out quicker. So I don't use any product. I don't even use hairspray or anything on my hair extensions, because usually I can last my hair extensions, when I curl them at the bottom, like when I just do like a loose wave to them to kind of blend them with my hair, they don't tangle. I could just brush them out every day, and I could just keep re-wearing them. I don't have to use any heat or anything on them like that. So if you use product on it, then you're gonna have to, it's not gonna hold up as nicely, and it's gonna be stickier and stuff like that, which I really, really don't like. So I like to be able to brush my hair and just put them in, instead of having to do a whole bunch of work with them. Another thing is, always, always, always let your hair air dry. I mean, if you're in a pinch, I guess you could blow dry them, but seriously, I would strongly suggest just letting them air dry. After you're done conditioning them, put some Moroccan oil in them. This is what works for me. So I'm telling you guys everything that I do. Put some Moroccan oil in them, brush them out as flat as you can using a boar bristle brush. That's like this. This one's, oh God, it says hair all over it. This one's by Goody. It's just a boar bristle brush. Brush it down really flat on a towel, and let them dry overnight. That is your best bet. They'll be so soft in the morning, and you can manipulate them as much as you can. If you blow dry them, it's going to be harder to keep the curl in your hair and all that good stuff. So just let it air dry, and you will have way more luck. And blow drying it sucks the moisture out of your hair. That's what it's doing when you're blow drying it, right? It just sucks the moisture out because it wants to dry it, so it's just taking all that moisture out. So that's something you don't want to do when you're using extensions. Try not to use hot tools. And this is another thing that I was talking about a little bit before, about using heat tools on your hair. I said that I curled my hair, like I curled the bottom of my hair and kind of let them stay in for a little while. That's why I love it. I can curl the bottom of my hair extensions or do my hair extensions a certain style, and it will stay like that. I mean, it'll obviously loosen up a little bit, but it will be able to stay like that. I won't have to manipulate it with more hot tools and stuff like that. So I can get away with doing it for like 2 weeks with them, just, you know, the loose curls at the bottom. They'll typically stay like that for me, especially if you let your hair air dry. So that's why it's awesome, because you won't have to use hot tools, you know, curling irons and stuff every time you wear them, unless you want a different style, obviously. But if you're more like wearing them every day, you won't have to do that because it'll just already be in your hair. You just brush them out a little bit and pop them in, and that's it. So try not to use as much heat as possible on your hair. Another good thing that I found was so helpful was layering your hair extensions to blend with your hair. And the reason why this is really helpful to make your your extensions last a long time, and for your natural hair, is that it'll be a lot healthier. If you, if you layer your extensions to blend with your natural hair, and you curl your hair, and you curl your natural hair, most likely you'll just be able to pop them in the next day and not really have to do too much work to them. If you're always trying to blend your natural hair with your extensions, that's a lot of straightening on your part, on your hair, trying to straighten it to blend and all that good stuff. That way, if you layer your extensions, you won't have to do as much work to them too. It's just kind of like they'll all automatically blend because you already have them layered to match your hairstyle. So because my hair is kind of wavy and it has body when I blow dry it, so if I just blow dry my hair and my bottoms of my extensions are curled, and it just all my layers are curled or whatever, kind of like with a big one like this at the end, which I love doing. That's what I usually do most of the time with my extensions. I'll just curl it like that because it gives it a more natural look, and my hair will just kind of blend with it. So it's not as much work on your extensions and your natural hair when your extensions are layered to blend with your hair. Since my hair's so fine, it's easier for me just to clip in my extensions and get instant volume and stuff like that, rather than trying to mess with my short hair, because my extensions usually have like a curl in it, so it automatically blends as soon as I put my extensions in my hair. Another trick is, which is kind of obvious, but is when you're brushing your hair, say if you have tangles in your hair, you're always going to want to start brushing your hair from the bottom. So from the bottom and then work your way up to the top. The reason this is because if you have like tangles right here or right here, and you start brushing from the top, as you're brushing down, you're gonna tighten these tangles, and they're gonna get really tight, and you're just gonna cause more knotting and more breakage on your hair. So you want to start from the bottom and work your way up, so that all the tangles from the bottom are going to get out first, and then by the time you get to the top, there's really no tangles. So it's less breakage, less damage to your hair. Honestly, your hair extensions will last probably should be lasting like around a year, maybe not a year, but like 8 months to a year. You could get use out of your hair extensions. They will last, especially if you don't wear them every day. Like I wear them a lot, and I can get a good 8 months wear out of my hair extensions. If you don't wear them a lot, you would probably be able to make them last for like 2 years if you don't wear them. And if you follow all these little tidbits of information that I kind of have here for you. So I know this is probably a long video, and it just seemed like I was blabbing and like I didn't really do anything. I'm sorry, but I just thought that I should just share all this with you, because it's just something, when I started wearing extensions, I didn't really have anybody to tell me, oh, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. So I had to do a lot of research, and it was really frustrating. I had to buy a whole bunch of products that didn't work and stuff like that. So I just thought that maybe this could help a few of you guys if you guys were looking on how to get your extensions to last a really long time. So yeah, I think that's it. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.